What's up, guys? Anyway, so I've been down here since Friday. Since last Friday. Today's Thursday. It's the first video I've had time to do. I've been working on the house a lot. I'll do some videos in there, but I got new rubber for the 1086. I got Firestones. These are tubeless, but I did get tubes put in them. I asked the guy what he thought, and he said put tubes in them, so that's what I did. Anyway, so where are they? Sorry for the crappy 1016s. There they are. So there they are. They look pretty good. They needed them bad. The other ones, this whole rib was gone, and most of this one. So we also moved this back tire out. This was sucked all the way in, like all the way as far as it could go. Right in there, and we moved that out. It was kind of a bitch. Kind of is what it is. I found silage up in the cab a little bit. I think they used this on a chopper because it was sucked all the way in on this side. And it was kind of a bitch. These hubs for the wheels, or for the duals, there was another one on the other side, but for whatever reason it was sucked in further. So whatever, I guess, to match. But I don't think that thing it had been moved in a long time. So we PB blasted the crap out of it, referred to the manual. Whatever, that was nice to have. But we ended up, so these bolts would not come. I mean, they would not come. We heated them up. We did everything. Got them to move a little bit, and then they almost instantly heated right back up. So, these guys from Kabul Tire, they were ready to give up, and they're like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, I want to move it about 8.5 inches out. And they kind of looked at me like, this guy's not going to give up. Because I figured, these are the tire guys, man. If they can't do it with my help, then I ain't going to be able to do it by myself. So we just, we ended up cutting those off. I'm going to have to get a couple more of these U-bolts. I mean, it is what it is. We didn't destroy anything on this. So a couple U-bolts and that's it. To get that back on there, but we did get it widened out, so that's great. So anyway, so 2 new tires there. I'm going to widen out this front end. I'm not doing row crop, so I don't need to worry about that, but I am going to widen it out. And if you look, it needs to be adjusted anyway. So I am going to widen out the front end when I get the time. Hopefully this trip, I'm staying here another week and almost a half or something like that. I don't know. So anyway, but I've been working in the house a lot. I'll do a video on that. So I got new rubber there, and then I got new rubber here. On the fronts, these things were wearing pretty bad, so that's brand new rubber. Those are Firestones. 225/70Rs, I believe those are. I don't see it on there, but I'm pretty sure that's, 225/70R. So that's what I got on there. Got those. And then new rubber all around on the skid steer. These tires are 16.5s, 12 16.5s. My other tires that were on there were a little wider, but those were, I think, specialty tires. These are going to be, and these are Firestones again, I mean, I got the decent tires. I'll probably run over a fence post and flatten both of them this morning. I hope not. A little trouble with the skid steer. She died right there. And it turned out it was because it went into creep mode and I couldn't get it back out, and then it just flat out died. But then I figured out it was just a couple fuses had blown. And anyway, so I had to have John Deere come out here because I could not get it to fire up. and get out of creep mode. So they hooked their, $1 million computer up to it, cleared the codes and all that stuff. And what the problem was, it also has a foot throttle down here, which was going bad. So we ended up just disconnecting that. That was actually my idea. They're like, well, we'll haul it into John Deere, we'll haul it into the shop, which is an hour and 15 minutes away, and we'll get the parts and just do it there. I was like, well, what if we just disconnect it? And then, I'll have my manual throttle up there. And they're like, well, we could try it. So we tried it, and it friggin' worked. So I ordered the parts for this, for the foot throttle, and I'll put it in myself. But anyway, I mean, 2 guys, so an hour and 15 minutes round, one way. 2 guys came out here. They only charged me $300. I was pretty happy about that. But anyway, so yeah, she's up and running. I'm finally going to do some farm work today. I'm going to start clearing these fence rows. What they did on a lot of this property, just like they did over here, I'll show you. Now, my neighbor, he's probably one of the biggest cattle farmers around here. He had come over and told me, all the way on by the property line over there. That's where I'm going to start. But here's what they did. So, yeah, we got great fences and all that, and they're pretty straight, all that stuff. But look at this. So this right here, actually, that's probably 20 feet, 15 anyway. From here, that's actually my property line right there. And you can see it's got a fence there. So I'm going to clear all this, man, and gain that acreage back, because you start going 20 feet all the way around the property, I'm going to gain acreage, and I'm limited anyway as it speaks. So here we go. Skid steer. First, I'm going to take down the fence so I can get in there, and then I'm just going to, bandit farmer or bandit. Kind of do what he did. Take the skids there and just start clearing that crap. I'm gonna get a chipper because I need to clear a bunch of that stuff. It's just, you got property, it's a nice thing to have. But the thing is, hold on, neighbor coming by, I don't want to look like a moron. Not like talking to myself is gonna help that situation any. But anyway, so there it is. I'm just gonna take the bucket truck. It's 4-wheel drive, and it's pretty dry, as it hasn't rained in a few days. And I'm gonna start over there and take down that fence. And it looks just like the thing I just showed you. I'm gonna take down the fence and start clearing it. Now on chippers, I've been looking at 3-point ones, and then I've been looking at, Vermeer regular ones with a diesel on there, various sizes, obviously. Those 3-point ones look cheap and shitty. I don't know though, man. I want to see it firsthand, but from what I've seen online, they look kind of cheap, and I don't want to buy something and then just work on it the rest of my life. I want to buy it and use it, So anyway, over there, okay, so from right about behind that barn, all the way down to this V right there. There's like a V that comes out right there. I'm going to take down that whole fence, and I'm going to clear all that crap. The good thing is, the people that did this only owned this place for 13 years, and then they got the heck out and sold it to us. But anyway, the good thing is that's only 13 years of growth. There's no real big trees or anything. It's just, it's just a dirty mess is what it is. It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna start clearing that right now. The old lady. So I've been separating out of the original burn pile that the original owners left us. I've been getting that metal out of there. She raked up the whole yard yesterday. I got back from the tire place because I actually drove. They did the skid steer and tractor here, and then I followed them to their place to, because I had to get the bucket truck aligned and balanced and all that. So anyway, she raked up that whole yard, and we've been burning leaves and stuff like that. I came home, and she was just going to work, man. She is in her element out here. And I can't wait till she's out here full time. But a little more of the spread here. And then I'll do another video what I'm thinking about doing over there. I'm probably going to pour concrete in that barn, and I'm going to use it for commodities. And you know, I want to make a driveway over there into my property. You know, I don't want them to have to come in here, you know, over in front of the house, come around all the way through, and then down here and all the way. You know, it'd be so much easier to keep business back there, you know, away from the house. And it's not going to be that hard. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about doing that. I'm gonna be talking to you guys, you know, cow cam, sours cattle, all you guys that actually do cattle. I'm gonna be talking to you, and I'll do a video on that. But for now, we're just getting started this morning. I'm also going to, while I got the bucket truck down here, I'm gonna trim some of these trees. I don't like that big branch hanging over the house, and it's got some rotten parts in it. It looks healthy until you look at the base of it. Maybe I'll do a video on that. And then the one behind it, that one's dead. And then I don't know if I'll get to those, but I do want to trim some of these trees up. And you know, they're just like big bushes. They're, you know, you just got to clean them up a little bit. But that's what's going on with that. Sorry, my eyes are watering a little bit. Anyway, so that's what's going on here at Mr. Nate's homestead, ranch, whatever the heck you want to call it. So that's what's going on here. Oh, another thing. Here, let me show you this. I got these tins off. Look at that. That is just rusted completely through. But there's this international club online. One of my viewers got me hip to it, and there's this guy who manufactures the straight pipe setup for this, and you can use the original mounting bracket here and all that stuff, and it's actually pretty cheap. So I'm just going to straight pipe this bad boy and get rid of all that anyway. There was a few minor leaks, as you can see. Not that stuff right there, that's something else, but you know, just a few minor leaks. It was parked over there, so like there's one. And I've been tracing them out, like I'm pretty sure, like right there's one. I mean, they're just minor leaks. I could probably use a new gasket on my oil pan, clean all that up. But that's stuff that, you know, there's only so much time in the day, so I'll get to it as I get to it. That's about it. So there's the 1086. She's looking all right. I can't wait to widen that stance up a little bit, just because, like I said, I don't do row crops, so I'm not married to any width or anything. It's not like I'm doing 30-inch rows or anything like that, but I do want to straighten it out a little bit, too. You can see that tire's a little cocked. The bearings in there are decent. There's not a lot of slop. We had it jacked up to do these tires, and we checked all that, so I was kind of happy about that. Anyway, that's about it. I'm just sharpening the chains for this saw. A couple chains, do some spares, and I'm gonna go start cleaning. Yeah, it's pretty groovy. Anyway, I'm gonna go start cleaning up these fence rows, and I'm gonna take the bucket truck over there too. I'll get anything high that's hanging over there. It's nice and dry. I highly doubt I'm gonna get stuck, but if I do. Dun, 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 I got chains, so whatever. And I got the winch on front of the bucket truck, but I don't think I'll have too many problems. This video is getting a little long, and sorry I haven't been commenting and posting any videos, but I get zero reception out here. I mean, none. So when I get back, I'll start posting all these videos. It'll be after the fact, but yeah, that's about it. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to.